This is episode L, Lyrics of Love. Feeling connected is a basic human need, as vital as air, water, and food. I'm here to talk about bridging the gap between ourselves, our friends and family, life partners, and anyone we come in contact with so we can more fully experience connection. Hey friend, thanks for being here. I've had a few guests recently, and that's made for some longer episodes, so I figured we'd do one today that's short and sweet. And hopefully it'll give you a laugh too. I asked the question on my Facebook podcast page, which if you're not there, you should go join the group, A is for Adversity, asking for misheard song lyrics. So I'm going to share a few of those with you today, and I also added a few common ones that I found online. The first one is, if you like beans and piranhas, the actual lyrics being, if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. The next one is my own. It comes from the song Unstoppable, and I hear a force worth reckoning, but it's actually a Porsche with no brakes. It's kind of hard to unhear these two after you've heard the wrong lyrics. The next one is not a mishearing, it's just a lesser known euphemism. It's cake by the ocean. And if you don't know that, you can learn it today. It means sex on the beach. You might be able to relate to the next one. All the Lonely Starbucks Lovers from Blank Space by Taylor Swift is actually got a long list of ex-lovers. Selena Gomez sings that she's farting carrots, but it's actually I'm 14 carats in the song Good For You. In Living on a Prayer, it doesn't matter if we're naked or not. The actual lyrics being, it doesn't matter if we make it or not, of course. In the song I'm a Believer, then I saw her face, now I'm gonna leave her. Yikes. And the last one from Bad Moon Rising, there's a bathroom on the right, instead of there's a bad moon on the rise. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I think I may have mentioned before that I'm a hopeless romantic, so I love chick flicks, romance novels, love songs, poems, all the things. To end, I will share with you one of the poems that I like. My friend recently shared this poem with me, and it's already become a favorite. It's called The Valentine by Carol Lynn Pearson. It says, I loved the valentines we made in school. I never cut the hearts out flat. The two sides would never match for me. I always folded and centered and scissored out a half a heart that opened into perfect symmetry. So they never had a side that was fat and a side that was skinny. I loved them for that. I felt sort of nice and tidy that way the day we saw the shape of our being one, as if it had opened from some good design that made two matching halves, yours and mine. But I find we don't stay like paper. We are not comfortable with glue. Your edges have shifted, stretched, and mine have too, but not to a pattern. If we folded our halves up today, they would not fit. Occasionally I itch for scissors, I will admit. Ah well, I have put away childish things, cut them off like braids. We are no Valentine, you and I. We are something so alive, so moving, so growing I cannot yet put a name to the shape. I only know it goes on and on and on, pressing toward whatever border there may somewhere be. Your center and mine are one, and between the halves there is flow. That is much. I will let the edges go. A few years ago, I was feeling anxious and overwhelmed. Therapy helped me get through that time by allowing me to share my problems with someone who could view them objectively and help me change my perspective. If you're going through a season of depression, stress, anxiety, or overwhelm, this episode's sponsor, BetterHelp, is a great resource. BetterHelp is online therapy you can access from the comfort and convenience of your own home. All you do is fill out a questionnaire and you'll be matched with a therapist in as little as 48 hours. Your specific needs will be addressed, and if it's not a good fit, you can request a new therapist at any time. Get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/A is for adversity. That's betterhelp.com/A is for adversity. This episode is also sponsored by Sherry Fernandez. Sherry has been a guest before on the podcast and will be again soon. Sherry is the author of the book Life Mastery, Personal Progression Toward an Infinite Potential. which just came out on audiobook. Give it a listen today. Her book is amazing because she not only tells you why and what to change in your life, but how. A quote from her book states, "There are books, programs, and speakers that are excellent at motivation. What is unique about the Life Mastery Program is how it provides the tools needed to turn motivation into results in every area of life." This episode is sponsored by Duck Donuts. I don't know about you, but especially with holidays coming up and family coming into town, there's always the question of, what do we do? My family always wants to know what's good locally, and I don't always know. But one thing I do know in South Jordan, Duck Donuts is a must try. Their donuts are cake style and made fresh right on the spot as you order. They have unique flavors, including seasonal options. Make sure you give them a try. Thank you for joining me for this shorter episode, and I hope you're having a lovely week. I will talk to you again soon.